Hello, welcome back to Salty Sunshine Reality Recap with Miss Natalie. Hi, Natalie.
Hi,
How's it going?
it's going, just rolling with the punches.
We hear the baby is sick and we hope he
Yeah,
feels better. So if you hear crying in the background, that's okay.
yep. Just gotta, do what you gotta do with kids. You
You
just
know,
every
COVID,
day.
COVID's still going around. Like three people in my office were sick last week with it. So,
Okay, I had COVID like a month ago.
oh, no,
Yep.
crazy.
And I had never gotten it before. And people that I told, they were like, it's still a thing. I said, yeah, I guess so. I didn't
Well,
know.
just be happy you didn't get that explosive diarrhea bacteria.
I know. I know. And I ate a salad the other day. I was like, oh, I shouldn't
Although I
be
prefer
doing this.
that just because you lose some weight while you're at
Oh,
it, you know. I guess you could
that's
lose
what I
weight
was thinking too.
with the
But then I'm like,
flu.
I don't want to have diarrhea for weeks because I think it can go on for weeks. So,
That's true. And explosive diarrhea, that's no way. That's crazy.
mm-mm.
Can't leave the house. So, what's going on? This is not reality related, but influencer. Did you hear about that story of Sarah Gibson? She's this influencer. She's married. Her husband also was all over social media. And they called her because he was a traveling baseball coach and they caught him touching and kissing like a 13-year-old. So there's a TikTok trend that it has a da-na-na-na-na, like that sound, and you sit down and people are just doing funny stuff saying when they interview me with my girl group about whatever or whatever. She made the TikTok trend when I found out my husband was a pedophile that I'm divorcing.
I
She
heard about that.
she used that as a I think that is so reckless. I think people have really lost the plot. There's some things that don't need to be on a trend on social media at all. Um, so 2 weeks later, he went and shot her
Mm-hmm.
and himself
Didn't wasn't it a murder? Yeah, it was a murder suicide, and I guess she like outed him on TikTok,
on that
and
trend.
it went viral. Yeah, and it went viral, and I'm thinking, okay, and everyone that I saw was like in the comments was like, yeah, you should have gone to the police. Like this is not something you do on
She had already
TikTok.
gone to the police, but regardless, you don't
Okay,
do. Who thinks of doing a TikTok trend for something like that?
that's the world we live in, right?
It's
This
not good.
crazy world that we live in.
No,
So
and I think too, I see some videos that are so disturbing. I pass and there's people filming like domestic violence or really bad fights within their house. I'm like, that's not when you pick up the phone. And why do you want to put this on social media?
I know that's the Mormon wives, what's her
Yeah.
Taylor shit,
No,
right?
it's worse because it's like for real. But I don't even want to see it. I don't want to see it. Like I don't want you to post that. That's not something I want to see. I want to see fun stuff. I don't want to see
Disturbing.
disturbing stuff. Yeah. Um, and then, are you going to be watching House of Stassi?
I am. I am gonna watch it. I had a
And
dream about Stassi
oh,
last
okay.
night. Okay, my dream was she was in Legally Blonde and she was playing that part. And she was so bad in that part. I'm like, this is not Stassi. Like the whole time I was like, why is she playing what's her name? Elle Woods. It was so
Oh,
random.
is it
But it's
because of the
because
new show, the Elwood
it's
show?
because of the new show. I was listening to a podcast and she was interviewing Taylor, which is one of her friends on the show. And I think that it was just in my mind. But anyways, I am gonna watch, and I really like the interview
Okay.
with Taylor. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Well, the
I think
fact
it'll be
that
interesting.
Katie's on it makes me want to watch a little just to see what's up. I don't know if I'll keep watching. I'll see if it's any good, but I like to see old friends come back together because there's more context. If it was just Stassi and new people, I don't know. Maybe I would check it out anyways, but it's more intriguing to me if there's,
Yeah.
yeah, older people on there. And then, so Salt Lake City, we have two divorces on the table. We have Angie and her husband are divorcing after 27 years, and Whitney and Justin are separating after 16 years, which, yeah, we're not surprised about Whitney, I don't think.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And
Angie,
Angie and her husband is I don't know. That's a weird
yeah.
situation there. Who knows what's going on? Who knows?
Angie and her husband, I never saw the chemistry. You could tell they were kind of roommates, but it's sad. 27 years. That's a long time.
It's a long time.
I do think though people could stay married for so long and it's like a drop in the bucket. I'm sorry. If you're roommating, you could do that forever or for a long
Hmm.
time
Hmm.
until you don't want to anymore or you meet somebody. or
Yeah,
whatever.
and think about the finances too. I think that's a huge part because like they have multiple business, like they have a lot of salons together and other businesses, and I think people just kind of get comfortable and they're like, why are we going to split this up and go to court and do all the things? But
Because it's the right thing to do, you crazy people. That's crazy. I could never.
well, usually it's because somebody else comes into the picture, and then it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I want to move on with my life.
Yes.
So,
But it's basically that. You're not moving on with your life.
hmm
That's crazy to me. But and Lala has a new podcast with Sally from Southern Charm.
Interesting. Your
They're
favorite
saying
person.
that Lala can't make her podcast work, and that's why she keeps coming up with new guests and new podcast names and new whatever. I don't know.
I'm not listening, so
That is the worst pairing. If there were ever a horror, that's like the worst pairing. Sally, who wants to live with Sally? She's the most annoying person on the planet,
I
and
know.
Lala is second. She's right
That's
up.
what I was thinking. I'm like, I'm not listening to that. Like, maybe people, I think she's bringing her on because of the Kyle drama. And it's like, okay, the Kyle and
Yeah.
Amanda situation. But I don't think, I think I've listened to Lala's podcast before and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like Bethany Frankel. That was the worst, one of the worst podcasts I've ever listened to.
Bethany's.
Yes. Oh my God. I couldn't, I can't because she's like
You know what's
screaming.
funny? I like to follow her, but I've never had interest in ever checking out her podcast. Isn't that funny?
I listened when because she did some stuff. She made some pods about her divorce, and I was intrigued because I was like, we didn't really understand what was going on with that. And I listened, but she like, she's just yelling into the microphone, and I'm like, oh my God, Bethany. And I used to like her more, and now her content is just too much, and it's all ads. But anyways,
It's all ads.
I digress.
It
We're
is.
not talking
It is
about
all
that.
ads. It's too much. But she has this thing. Even her talk show didn't. I think if her talk show didn't work, it's the reason her podcast is not going to work.
Yeah.
And she made an announcement that she decided to drop the podcast because she just wasn't enjoying it, and everyone's like, "You got fired."
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think. I think. Yeah, her conversation skills are not the best.
Right.
It's good for clickbait, but not
Yeah.
long stretch. So the new season of Real Housewives of New York dropped. That looks so good. I don't know why, but it looked really good. Did you see it?
I saw like little bits and pieces of it, but I'm not sure if I'm convinced to watch it. But I will watch. I will be watching.
I've always loved the reboot. I know no one likes it. It's vanilla drama, just my thing. I love it. So, and then there's this new girl that looks really interesting, and then there's a girl that like works with Martha Stewart. It looks so juicy.
Okay.
And Martha Stewart does a cameo on the show.
Nice.
I know. I'm very excited. And okay, in the city, that wedding dinner was so crazy leading up into the reunion. Yeah, that was a wedding dinner from hell.
Yeah.
I Lindsay is a nightmare. I don't know what's going on with her.
Lindsay's getting annoying. And
Yeah.
I think I think the producers were probably like, okay, let's, get some fights going and let's, bring up the Kyle and Amanda drama all the time. And Lindsay's always yelling at everyone.
But why can't we watch people have a fun dinner?
I know. I'm so over it.
that.
I know.
I don't want to watch people fighting over food. I want to watch them talk about their personal lives and this happened last week and I bumped into this one. And why can't we watch that instead of fake fight?
I'm confused too. Is the couple that we're watching, are they getting married or are they already married? Like I'm so
I
little.
think they're already married. They've had like they had a fake, not a fake, but they had a more of a ritual wedding in another country.
Okay.
In Peru or something. And then they went to they've had a few little things, but this was like kind of a friend celebrating their wedding. I don't think they got legally married until recently.
Okay.
I think that's what happened.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. I wish we could just watch a fun.
Yeah.
They just
more about their lives and stuff. I don't know, but Lindsay's giving just clickbait vibes. She's doing too much. And she did that on Summer House too at the end.
Mhm.
It's just like she's trying to fight for no reason. There's three at the reunion, there's three couples that are pregnant. Did you see
I
it?
know. I was like, everyone's pregnant right now.
Yeah.
They're all having babies within like weeks of each other, if not days.
So now Lindsay can't do the mama baby card anymore because she's gonna have 4 other people.
Okay, Lindsay just to like talk about how people looked on the reunion. I don't know what she was wearing and the hair. I don't know. Everything was just wrong in my opinion. I'm like, not only is she unhinged,
She looks like a lollipop. She's a head on a
she
stick.
does. She really does.
That's
Amanda
what
looked
all the
okay.
GOP girls. That's what they're
I
looking like.
know. I know.
It's
And
giving
Amanda looked
70s.
okay. I know. Amanda looked okay. She looked like at least she had her hair down. I mean, the hair and makeup was, but it's like I don't know. Everyone just looks weird. Everyone looked weird, and I'm like, why are they doing it in Andy's, Watch What Happened Live studio? I guess it's just a little more casual these reunions since it's a new show.
I loved watching Kenny. Lindsay is a she's giving Lala vibe. She's giving I just want to talk shit and just make a
Uh
mess
huh.
and just do what I need to just follow. And then Kenny's practical, intelligent, and not a hothead. So watching him shut her down, she has nowhere to
Mm-hmm.
go, and her looking confused is so good because it's that's how stupid it is. Because
Yeah.
he's like, she just answered you. Like, did you not? I
That and
loved it.
he's on such a high horse with everything. It's like I understand woman empowerment and she just had a baby, but everything is like
This
even
was
towards
fake.
Kenny.
She's
Yes.
acting.
I know, but it's like what is going on with her? At first I was like, okay, I like even when she talked to Amanda about everything that's going on, like I can understand where she's coming from in that sense, but I just like when she's a little more honest about her own life because she always acts like she has everything figured out and she doesn't. You know what I mean?
She has
She just
nothing
doesn't.
figured out.
No. And I mean, good for
I
her.
want to watch the Kenny and Whitneys of the world. I want to watch people that are just being themselves.
Yeah,
They're smart, real feelings.
right.
Maybe Kenny's annoying. I don't know, but I'm just saying I want to see more of that than the
She's
putting on the show. Putting on.
she's threatened by them in some way. You know what I mean? Like with Whitney, it's the same thing. It's like there's something there she doesn't like. Why? Who knows? I mean, because she moved across country to be with this guy and she's trying to have a relationship. I think in some ways she's jealous of that. And it's like there's nothing wrong with it. There's
She
nothing wrong
probably
with it.
likes Kenny a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
Something's going on there.
Just a little bit. Also, the other girl, the dermatologist, Lindsay
Mm-hmm.
Friend, she's really coming hard for Whitney. Another, what's your problem?
I
She's
know.
very
She's
mouthy.
another bitter Betty. That's why. Because her husband left her when she was pregnant with a toddler, which is awful. But
He left her? I think they left each other. They were fighting.
no, she said that he left her.
Oh, she said that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I love the show though. I think it's super
It's a good show.
entertaining. Um,
What did you think about Amanda and how she responded towards Andy? Because Andy finally asked some questions
which
that
one?
we all wanted answered. Like, what were you on the reunion? Because
Oh,
you were okay, you were crying a little bit. She leaves, goes in the back room for an hour, comes back completely zonked out, like she took a bunch of Xanax or something. So she
yeah.
didn't really answer that question,
No.
which she's not going to admit to it, but it's like I'm
Yeah.
also happy she wasn't on Xanax during this time, and she probably was on something, but at least she was a little bit more awake and answering people's questions and apologizing for things.
Well, did you see her in the last scene? Her and Kyle, they're talking about going on double dates with Sally. I told you, hot take last time, a month ago, I said, Kyle is not that nice. He's only being this nice, Amanda, because he doesn't give a rip, because he's been screwing Sally since way before.
Oh yeah.
And it came out. It was true. He was already hooking up with her. Amanda already knows about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's not that nice.
That in this relationship, and I've been saying this for years, but this relationship has been talk about roommate situation for years. They haven't been intimate forever.
I don't believe they didn't have sex since the wedding. That I don't believe that at all.
No, I don't believe
That's
that
that's
either.
impossible.
I'm sure they did. I think they were having a lot of sex? No. Do I
No.
think they became like roommates, especially probably in the last year and a half or so?
Yeah.
Yes. Like they
I think
probably
Amanda
had,
got grossed out by him because he's such a lush. And he's like,
yes.
"Whoa, grow up. You're acting so ill."
Yeah. And Amanda has her side to it. Amanda she should have never married Kyle 4 years ago. That's where she went wrong. She should have never married Kyle.
Yeah.
She should have known better. And I think she knew. I think she knew deep down, but that's what happened. And now she's having to repair all the damage that's been done in the last 10
Well,
years. And part of that is,
Amanda also changed because she got super lazy, dirty, messy, and
Mhm.
that's hard to deal with too.
Yeah. But part of her flaw is she's attracted to these party guys. Like she is, because she went from Kyle to West. And
Kyle's not the same as Wes. I'm sorry, everybody comparing Wes to Kyle is absurd. Kyle is an alcoholic. There's a huge difference in liking to
no,
socialize,
I'm not
go
saying they're the
out.
same.
I've never seen Wes drunk. Have you?
Oh yeah. Yes. Of course. He's
I've
drunk all the
never seen him
time.
act out
He's also
drunk.
doing a lot of coke, so he can handle a lot of
know that.
alcohol. Oh, come on. Come on.
I'm sorry, but there's a difference. Kyle slurs. He's a lush. He's eating chips and fucking Doritos under a cup. Like he's a completely different situation than West. West is pretty put together. I don't see him acting a fool. I don't see him slurring. Do you? I've never seen him slur on TV.
West is one of those guys that
Have you seen him slur?
He's going to be on it. Yes, of course I have. Of course.
I don't remember that.
He has been drunk, trust me. And he's one of those.
But have you seen him
Kyle
on TV?
But listen, Kyle is more of what you see is what you get. Yes, he's going to be eating chips and slurring and being a little crazy and being a little unhinged at times. But West is one of those guys where he's going to lie to your face and say, we're exclusive. And then go to his friends and be like, we're not in a relationship.
The drunk part, that was a huge problem for her. So it's very different. You're talking about personalities. I'm talking about this alcoholism versus.
I think he parties a lot. I really do. And I think she likes that. I think she gets more emotionally out of West because the relationship is new. Do I think they're like the same person? No. But I think she's going from one situation to the next. It's like a rebound situation, and it's not that healthy. Does it mean that it's bad? No. I just hope she doesn't I hope she can maybe even move on from West. She really needed some time to herself. But I see this is what happens to people
but I think single West is not the same as relationship West, and I don't think West has ever been in a real relationship that he's really wanted to be in, and I think he's in one now.
We'll see.
We'll see if it works out. But I do think there's a different behavior when someone's like in something they want to be in versus just fucking around, And she did clear up that she didn't spit in his mouth in Italy. It was an olive. I told you. I'm like, there's no way she's spitting.
Okay, I knew.
That's not fun.
I knew that wasn't spitting in the mouth. I was like, something's going on here, but it's not her spitting in his mouth. I mean, that is yuck. No.
Yeah. And then, they're still going strong. Everyone keeps reporting that they're broken up, but they're still together.
I hope Amanda's happy. That's all. I mean, I really do. I hope she's happy. I think she was completely villainized. And we love to hate a woman, right? That's how it is. It really sucks for women. Men can do stuff and it doesn't matter, but a woman does something like this. And
no, how did Kyle come out looking like the king? That's crazy. It's just crazy.
I just wish for Amanda's sake, she was a little more calculated and was like, you know what? I don't want to date somebody within the group because it did change the dynamic, but it is what it is. This shit happens all the time. So I think everyone's kind of over it at this point.
Yeah. What else happened? All the pregnant girls. I love, what's that one girl? The one that got married. She's my favorite. What's her name? Yvonne? No.
Yeah.
Yvonne.
Yeah, I think it's Yvonne.
Yvonne. I love them all. I love Andrea and Lexi. I love them all. I love the show. I hope Amanda stays on. I hope.
Me too.
Wes comes
back with
her.
I hope Amanda stays on for her sake because she's not on Summer House. She got dropped with a bunch of ads. So she needs this job. She needs to stay on in the city. Yeah. She needs to bring West on because that'll boost the ratings. So
we want to see what's going on.
We want to see
how the relationship unfolds.
Yeah, we want to see her get pregnant now because that's what's going to save her.
Yes. That'll be coming because she told him I want to have a family.
Yeah.
So if they stay together, that's coming. The Valley. Remember those rumors that Britney's publicist was hooking up with Jax? I was
yes.
And all of a sudden now it's confirmed with new photos. But she already knew this from, I guess she didn't believe it. And so she fired her publicist. And Jax is with the publicist.
I don't know. You kind of wonder, was it one of those what's the word that I'm looking for? Like a, self-fulfilling prophecy, or was it something that was going on at the time? It's just this weird, Was there chemistry and nothing happened a couple years ago and now it did? Or was this going on
Or they
forever? But
got
either
caught, so
way,
they kind of laid off of it, pretended it didn't
right.
happen, and now
Yeah,
they can't fight the feelings.
I know. And then some people were saying that like this was Jax's publicist initially. And so either way, like, I don't know. Jax is Jax. Like he does whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
But with Brittany, I don't know. I'm just glad she's not with
Brittany's
Jax
too much.
anymore.
She's so funny. She's gotten so kooky. It's funny. I don't
And
know.
all the plastic surgery, I'm like, girl, go on a GLP-1. You just need to lose some
She is on
weight.
GLP-1. She does a commercial with them.
Finally, I saw. But I'm like, why are you doing all this shit to your face, to your body? Like, you can't suck. Just lose the fucking weight. You're like 30 something years
the
old.
boobs they were huge.
No, the boobs had to go. The boobs did need to change. But I'm like, girl, just lose some weight. You don't need to go get liposuction. Like, you're not, like, lose the weight and then maybe get some plastic surgery. But my God, I feel for her. She's just all wackadoo ever since she moved to LA. That's what LA does to people. It makes them crazy.
But age does that too. It's just,
I know.
I am so self-aware. I'm like, I don't want to be a crazy kooky old lady. I just don't want it. I fight it every day.
Too bad, Lisa. It's going to happen to all of
No,
us, whether you like it or not.
I'm too aware of it. I look at other, my daughter's friends' moms. I'm just like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing when they're, there's a difference between it's like Vicky from OC. It's and Shannon. I will die before acting like there's a difference between being yourself and blunt and embarrassing.
Right.
You don't have to say everything that comes out of your mouth and catcalling men, and they just cross this line when they're older because they feel free, and it's not cute.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. But I heard someone say that Zach's boyfriend on the Valley, they thought it was his son.
That is hilarious. I heard that too. So funny.
Yeah, he looks like his little son. I can't get them as a couple in my head.
I know. But Zach having a baby is a scary thought. I'm like, no, like that. What are you talking about? He is a baby. He's still living
of him on the double decker on his birthday, hitting his head on the light. I almost died.
God. So we had to rewind it a bunch of times, me and Jesse, because he's like, why did it hit him and it didn't hit what's her name that was? And I said, she's standing in front of him, and then it was coming this way, and she's kind of like standing in front of him, and he's here. So we like kept rewinding it, but every time we were like, oh my God.
Ow. Ow.
Poor guy. I said, thank God he was wasted, because if he was sober, that would have hurt so bad in the moment,
So Jesse and Michelle, their divorce talks make me uncomfortable.
Okay.
I needed to stop. I'm sure it has already because she's with Dr. Dre, but my God, she's like, I know, I get it. You kind of, like if your dog dies, it's a dog you have with your ex. Like it makes you feel, it's not that you're mourning your ex. It's just that whole lifetime that you had with them. And it's sad, but her asking him not to kiss and his girlfriend, what is she doing? I'm like, what's going on?
It is weird. Like, because I think you see Michelle hating him, and then she's crying over the divorce, which that is relatable because you shared a lot with that person. And I like seeing those scenes, but then her asking them not to be affectionate or being upset about it. I'm like, you're going to have to suck it up. Like, but I also think it's because she's not there with anyone. So it's this weird.
And she's seeing him work out with someone else. And she's like, why couldn't you be nice to me? You're so awful to me at the end. Yeah. She's like going through it. You could tell her emotions are just.
And I guess unless you're in that position, you don't really know how you'd respond. Right. So like, obviously.
She has a right to feel that way, but she's not have a right to tell him those things. Like, just talk to your friends about it.
Exactly. Or just stay away from him as much as you can. That's what I would do. Because that's how I just avoid situations like, okay, let me just not be around this. I just, out of sight, out of mind, Michelle. Just.
Yeah. And then Lala coming after Danny on his birthday. I was just so over it. I just turned it off. I'm like, I can't watch this anymore. It's his freaking birthday. Why? She's starting this conversation that has been talked about 50,000 times. I'm just over it.
I know how you feel about the situation, but I do think Lala has some points, and I do feel like Danny is a certain way that makes people uncomfortable. The alcohol might be a problem, but do I think them bringing it up over and I think they were just everyone was beating a dead horse, especially Lala. And it's sad, but ultimately him and Nia has to be the one that deals with that. And
But they're
she's
making a
dealing it.
problem when there's no problem. She's literally inserting herself into a conversation
Yeah.
and bringing it up on purpose.
Yeah.
No one wants to talk about it. It's his birthday.
Right.
It was
I
so
felt bad for him in
annoying.
that sense of like, okay, it was his birthday, they're on vacation, and she just keeps coming for him, you know?
Yeah.
And he's made the apologies. He's not a perfect person, and a lot of people on this show have had alcohol and substance problems, Lala being one of them. And so I feel like sometimes these recovered alcoholics, they get into this mindset of like, I have to go and sniff out all the people that have the problems and I have to fix people or I have to call them out. And I think that's what she's doing. And she's just taking it so far. Is she wrong? Probably
Yes.
not. I think.
No, she's wrong.
No, I'm saying,
Nothing to her.
is she wrong in the sense that Danny probably has some problems? Probably not. But it's not her place to fix it. He's the one that has to deal with it, and Nia has to deal with it, and that's his wife. So, but I thought it was funny when Nia would get in the middle, and she's like,
Dude, I would have gone off. I just would have been like, shut up. No one cares.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
I'm surprised Nia hasn't. I want to see Nia like.
It's like, why don't you go have 4 fucking babies and see how you act? Like,
well, I think that's another problem that people have is like, you know, and he's over, and I'm like, ultimately that's their relationship. If Nia wants to have 4 kids with him,
right,
and then him bother her about sex, which trust me, that is obnoxious.
Right,
but it is what
first
it is.
man to do that.
Trust me.
I mean,
we all deal with it.
Jesus. You know what's so funny? People get on reality TV and they act so on their high horse. I'm like, do you walk around the real world? Like, hello?
What I liked, somebody was saying, or I think it was Danny that said it, but he's like, Lala, you don't have a man. Like Lala, she's made it a point to where she's like, I don't want to be with somebody because I don't think she cannot have the relationship. So this is where it's like, don't talk to me about relationships when you don't have one, you know, and this is where people get upset. So I understand that side of it too.
Yeah.
It's a complicated issue. It's complicated.
It is. It is. Just watching like Kristen and her man, I mean, it's pretty painful.
Yeah.
But that's reality. A lot of people go through this phase and they have to work through it and see if they could get to their side. It's not so shocking that it's happening.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, for Housewives of OC, Vicky,
Grace Amigas,
Shannon's pulling everywhere. Tamra, her face, she looks like a different person. I don't know what she's done. She is 58.
I know. She's getting up there, but like, and she's a beautiful woman. They all are. All of them are beautiful women, but it's like, I don't know what she's doing in this area, you know, but it's like too much. Too much is too much, you know? And the facelifts only last so long, so she probably needs but I just think they go crazy. Shannon looks good this season though. And then Vicky has done a lot.
Apart from her falling everywhere, sure.
I know. That's her like persona.
When did she become the who Lucy and Ricky? When did she become this?
I know.
Comedian falling everywhere.
Did you see Heather McDonald? She did that where she like impersonated her, which was so funny. She was by the pool in her Spanx, and then she also talked about it too. She's like, I think when Shannon first came on OC, like she wasn't like that. She was very put together. And then there was a couple times where she kind of like, I think she fell in the pool with the girls and the audience just like responded to it so much. And so I think what happened was it clicked and she was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to become clumsy. I'm going to be like screaming all the time, tripping over the dog. You know what I mean? So I think it's an act, but people love it.
Okay. Then we have the new girl, Carmela. She's still married.
I know. That's
she's still married
juicy.
To the football player because she didn't want to have time off with her kids, but she's been on and off with another guy that's also cheated on her.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a good picker, but she's nice.
Yeah. She's living in a huge mansion on the beach. So I like her so far. I think she's interesting.
Yeah.
She has an interesting past. The girls seem to be responding to her well. Yeah. Everyone seems to be on decent behavior. And then it kind of looks like Heather's going to be in the hot seat this season. I'm getting that.
And I saw her. She was a Playboy playmate, the new girl, Carmela.
Yes. and then she was in WWE, right? She was in the wrestling world.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think.
I'm in and out because I don't love OC, but I'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
I just don't love it.
You're scrolling and watching. Yeah.
Yeah, Vicky has her new boyfriend. She has a house in Mexico. She hurt her knee. It's just there's just like this comedy act. And it's not very funny, but it's just kind of old,
Vicky drives me nuts because she's Vicky, but also because her whole personality is she doesn't work. What does she do for work? Work. What do you do all day? What do you do all day?
When Jesus, I'm so for divorcing you. It's just everything is a weird soundbite.
Yes, it is so obnoxious at times. And I'm like, Vicky, she's another one where I'm like, can we just tone it down and you be yourself? Like, I'm so over it. And the working for 12 to 14 hours, why, Vicky? Why? But again, it's her whole, some people are like that. Everything is about work. She is what we call a workaholic. And that's
about everything. Boyfriend.
I don't know.
I mean, it's just tired.
Like yeah. He's just another guy, I think after what's his name, she's after Brooks, she started dating some better guys, but like I think this is just a guy of the moment. I don't think it's for the long haul. I think she just
I do commend her for being able to find so many guys. And she's just guy after guy after guy.
I know.
I can't even look at someone without throwing up. I don't know how she does it.
I don't either.
I want that.
Andale.
I want to see how she does it. I think Emily's heading for a Ozempic divorce. What do you think?
Oh, that's a good prediction.
She's high on that Ozempic.
Wow, I know.
So
she looks good, but I'm thinking, girl, how much are we doing of that? But I mean, good for her. She's probably spending 3 hours a day at least in the gym. I mean, everything is the gym. But I don't know. Emily's had this problem for years. She's always been a little bit on the heavier side, and she's around all these skinny bitches. Everyone's on Ozempic anyways. So Tamara is, all of them. And I don't blame them, but
Heather says she's not, but she's skinnier than she's ever been.
Yeah, I don't know. Right? We've talked about it before. Heather says she's on peptides, but I think she's just kind of not saying that she probably microdoses whatever. No,
because that's what I think. Her podcast is she's always saying she doesn't. She does like the other peptides, but not that one.
Maybe that's it. Maybe like that and some HRT is helping her stay thin, but I've never seen her
she's too thin. Yeah.
She's too thin, a little too thin. She probably is the weight that she was 20 years ago, but when you're older.
Not even. I've seen old photos of her. There's a you could tell when somebody's naturally skinny and when it doesn't look right skinny.
Right.
And that's not you. You could tell it doesn't match.
Yeah. And Heather's always been naturally thin, but right now she is extremely thin. I mean, the legs are this big, and her arms, she shows off her arms.
And it doesn't look good.
It just looks too much. So.
It's not sexy.
And I think
flesh
Heather
and a little muscle is sexy.
Yes. A little bit of curves. And I think Heather is a beautiful woman. I do. I think she has whatever work she's done is done tastefully. Yeah. She doesn't have these big fake boobs. And what's with Tamara, talking about boobs, she always wears something that shows off the weird boobs that she has. I always think the confidence on that woman, like she's so confident, I would never.
Yeah. I don't know. One more thing, Gina Keogh, she has tongue cancer. So
I saw that.
Yeah. Speaking of
that's terrible.
Yeah. That's sad. Her daughter's doing like a GoFundMe and prayers and all that. That's really sad because tongue cancer, I think they have to cut off your tongue sometimes. Like that's hard to live with. So that's not great. But
and people, unfortunately, they pass away from that. I mean, it's not something that that can be very serious. So
I know.
Prayers to Gina. I hope she gets through this.
All right. Well, that was a fun recap. I think we have everything, and we'll add the Stassi's World for next time since you're watching.
Okay.
And then In the City Part 2. You can follow me, Salty Sunshine Podcast, on all social medias. Natalie, thank you for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, see you next time. Bye.
Bye.